Hi everyone, welcome to week one of our course. Now, one of the things that I think you'll notice as you take a look at the modules online is that this class, because it is a 7-week writing course, is going to move through things pretty quickly. So one of my biggest recommendations for you, because this is going to make everything easier for you and easier for me and easier for everyone, is if you take a look at the modules online or anything in this course and you have a question, contact me as soon as you can. Please do not wait. Shoot me an email, send me a text message. I have directions on Canvas for how to do that. And the quicker or the more in tune we can be and the quicker we respond to each other, the easier the class is going to be. So you will notice for week one that there are a couple of main things that we are doing. The first is watching a couple of quick videos on nonfiction writing. And you will have information on Canvas specifically about memoirs. Now, this is what we are thinking about for week one of the course. A memoir is basically a personal story. So whenever you come across a book or an essay in which a person just writes about their own personal experiences, this is a memoir. So we're going to spend week one watching those videos about memoirs and then also reading the 3 examples. So when you go into Canvas and you go into the week one required resources, please, please, please make sure that you take a look at all 3 examples. So the first one you will see is I Am Malala by Malala from several years ago. And you will also see to the right, and it's set up in 3 tabs on Canvas. So you'll have Malala, then the next tab over to the right will be the memoir titled Wild, which is by Cheryl Strayed. And then the third one, and this is just one tab over, is the memoir Becoming, which was written by Michelle Obama a couple years ago. So very, very recent. Actually, all of these memoirs are pretty recent. So spend some time reading through all of them. As you do, I really want you to think about how these memoirs are written. All of them use concrete detail or sensory detail in some way. And in this class, whenever I say concrete detail or sensory detail, all I mean is something that forces the reader to feel like they are there witnessing things happen. So whenever you look at someone's essay and they appeal to your sense of sight or your sense of hearing or your sense of smell, your sense of taste, or your sense of touch, whenever that happens, they're using concrete detail because it allows you to immerse yourself into the story so that it feels more interesting and it feels a little bit more alive. So really spend some time looking at these memoirs, thinking about how they use detail and how the writers get their personality across. And the reason that I really want you to think about these things is that it's going to help you out with your own essays. And the other thing we'll be doing this week, in addition to reading those, is responding to them in the discussion board. All right, and for the discussion boards, please, please, please make sure you are posting at least 3 times throughout the week. This is one of the best and most effective ways to keep your grade high. Now, that means that everyone, for every single week, should be posting a main post, that's post number 1, and should also be responding to 2 other posts. So that's post 2 and post 3. 90% of the time, if a student loses points on a discussion board, it is because they didn't do all 3 parts of the assignment. So please, in your response to the memoirs and the discussion boards, make sure you're posting 3 times. So again, your main post and 2 responses, or at least 2 responses. Now, the other thing we are doing this week, believe it or not, is writing our own memoirs. This course, because it's 7 weeks long and we have certain required assignments that we need to get through, you move through it quickly. All right, so we are reading 3 memoirs, we're talking about them in the discussion boards, and we're creating our own memoir. All right, so for these memoirs, pick a moment in your life. It doesn't matter to me really what you pick. All that matters is that the moment is important to you. Now, in terms of grading the memoirs, I'm going to be look at your ability to use concrete detail. I mentioned this already. Can you get your readers to feel like they are there, right? Turn it into a story. It shouldn't feel like you're writing a Wikipedia entry about that event, right? It should feel like you're getting your personal investment across to the readers. So use concrete detail. That's thing number one I'm looking for. Thing number two I'm looking for is let your reader inside your head. Memoirs, and you can get a sense of this in the three examples for this week. Memoirs can be emotional. They're all about getting the personality of the person across to the reader. So feel free to let us know what you are thinking. Feel free to use internal dialogue. So a conversation you have in your own head, bring it out, write about it. All right, use it to your advantage. All right, that's what we are doing this week. Again, if anything comes up, please feel free to text me or email me as soon as you possibly can.